I'll just do it.
I did it. Who did it?
Okay.
My stream isn't available right now. Try again. Okay, now it's available.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
let
there
me
it is.
listen to the audio.
So can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Huh?
I can hear you.
And it's not echoey?
Nope.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Okay, bye.
Look.
There we go. There we go.
Okay.
Whew,
This is what you do when your kids go to school. You gotta figure it out and learn, y'all.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna pray and then we're gonna talk. Heavenly Father, thank you for this food that we're about to receive. Thank you for everybody who's came to join our show with us. And thank you for blessing us and guiding us and protecting us. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
Okay, you guys, I had such a busy week last week. Way more than what I needed to do. It's just like, woo. I think we need to move it down this way.
Okay. So what's going on? What is your week like?
Just, trying to get all this stuff done, and I decided for myself that I was going to be more business savvy on my business. So I'm going to be more professional. I got to get all my products done professionally. Not done professionally because I'm going to do it, but like I'm going to have everything stacked up and my labels and all of that.
What your God Fast? You're on your God Fast journey. Let's tell them about
This is my God Fast journey. So because
my platter.
My platter because I didn't have time to cook.
Yeah.
So I have some tortilla chips. That's jalapeno lime. I have a chicken salad that my mom baked the chicken and made the chicken salad, and I added extra mayonnaise and extra grapes in there. Have crackers to go with the chicken salad. This to go with the vegan pesto sauce, which is called bitchin' sauce. A raspberry cheesecake and some cotton candy grapes. A platter to eat.
Yeah.
How do you
feel? We've been watching you on this journey for quite a while now.
Mm-hmm.
How do you like it? How do you feel? I mean, what is it pros and cons or just pros? I mean, do you feel like this is just all of it? You ain't got nothing bad about eating this way or being this way or?
There's always cons. There's some cons.
So you got craving sometimes. What's the future?
Not just the craving. Eating this way is expensive. And if you don't come up with platters like this and prepare your
foods,
like mom made a vegan raspberry cheesecake on dinner chicken salad, you really don't have much to eat. You know what I mean?
And then you're gonna eat it all because you can be like, oh, food's ready. You're gonna eat it because you be like, it's time to eat.
Exactly.
Because a lot of times, I think with us who don't eat like this, when we get hankering for something, you can grab whatever. And so, what I'm going to Lydia make, which I feel is important when you're doing this type of stuff, is having stuff accessible to eat or to munch on. Especially because you have, you're pre-diabetic now. We're excited about that. But you got to be able to eat and grab something when you can. And sometimes it's hard because when the whole entire family is eating this way, everybody's going to eat. Everybody's going to have hankerings at different times. And then sometimes they may get a hankering and they have been in the refrigerator. You didn't know there was a refrigerator. And you think stuff. Yeah, you think something's in there.
I just ate mom's chicken salad yesterday.
Yeah, and so you don't. And of course, you like you said, at the time you needed it, you were having, to me, I'd say, a medical emergency. And you needed to get that taken care of. But, of course, you know how people is. They come home from school, work, or whatever, and they're thinking something in the refrigerator, and then they're like, it ain't there. That makes you mad. But who ate this?
And normally I could say it ain't me, but this time I couldn't. It was me.
But it was needed. But that's what I'm thinking. That's the hard part is like the prepping and stuff. Because, mama's having to bake the chicken and, just do all this stuff to enable her to make the salad. And of course, it's good, and everybody wanted it, and so now it's gone so quickly. You think you'll come home, you think you have something to eat, and it's not there. Same thing for her as well. She's at work, and she's thinking, okay, when I get home, I'm gonna eat this. You know, your mind's going, okay, I'm eating this certain type of way. I'm gonna be sitting down with me some this and that. And, you know, like I told her too, I was like, hey, you know, I'm used to her making her tea, and she was like, oh, that's what I'm supposed to make. She forgot she'd make her tea, and that's one of the things that you guys are used to us, you know, having or whatever, and it totally left her mind. But you know, she'll probably make some later for, you know, whatever for dinner and stuff like that. But that's the thing is, when you're eating that type of, you gotta stay up on that type of stuff. You gotta stay up on making sure you guys have the stuff that you need, because you don't want to be like before. We were watching them, and all they was just sitting there. They would have their main meals, and they would be sitting there waiting for the next main meal, and it was just long gaps of time, no eating. That I said, that ain't good. You know, like she was doing really good. She made a granola, and you know, stuff like that. She's gotta keep all those type of things kind of on hand. Make sure that that she know that she has what she needs. And then we were talking, even, you know, and I think one thing too is, this is the type, you have to relabels a lot. You gotta research a lot on stuff, because like she just found out that brown rice syrup is not good for you. It's really, really bad. And we thought that it was going to be something good, another alternative for them, but it's way worse than regular sugar, so we can't even, that ain't even an option. You're going to kill yourself. So the awesome thing about with her, you know, is finding out and researching, like when she had found out about agave nectar and maple syrup and how it was good, it sweetened things up, but it didn't affect your, you know, your glucose and all that stuff. You know, if you're diabetic, you can still, you know, have those things. And then they also had a lot of other health benefits and stuff that she had found out. So that's the thing about it, is finding the things that are going to allow you to still enjoy your foods, but then it's to really still be good for you. And I think, to me, using those two is like a win-win. You know, I think that's awesome, because they sweeten the stuff and the way you need it or whatever, and then also it's not putting you in danger in any kind of way. You know. Having like, it was weird because we were at home last night, and we went to the store and I bought the sodas. So Leroy was sitting there, and now mind you, we hadn't really been having a lot of sodas or anything like that around the house. I've been buying cases of water, you know, been trying to do better and stuff like that. And that's one thing, if I have it, then Leroy will just be, because he got diabetes and he'll just be drinking and stuff. It's not good. So he was like, oh no. So he drank the because the other soda still in my car. So it was the vanilla Coke or whatever, orange vanilla Coke or whatever. He goes, oh, I don't think I can drink that no more. And I was like, why? Because my foot just started tingling as soon as I. So that lets you know the sugar that was in that. Automatically, as soon as he drank just the one can, started flaring up his gout. And then he was like, I can't. He felt it. His body instantly reacted, because he had been so long not having it. And it was like he was getting angry like that. I was like, what is there to drink in the house? And I'd be like, some water, and then some lemonade, and then he was like, then I wasn't feeling well. He gonna try to, I had bought, you know, some Tang, you know, you can make. Oh, it's probably like Tang you drink. He also told me I said Tang. I said, the Tang? No, I'm drinking. Okay. And I've been trying to drink, you know, water. I've been having, of course, having my body, and coconut water I've been having too. So I didn't know really for me what was going on with me, but I was like, I knew you know, he'll ask you what's to drink, and you tell him what to drink, and he's like, do we have anything to drink? Like, that ain't, like, because it's not soda, it's not to drink. And it is something to drink. That's what drives me crazy, is like, even with kids, they'll think, oh, I'm thirsty. And I'm like, okay, drink some water. And then they're like, looking at you like, what? Like, and I'm like, well, you're not thirsty if you don't want the water, because if you're truly thirsty, you're going to want the water, you know? And they look at you like, no, but, you know, I think they're trying to realize the importance of it too, especially now that they're going back to school. They're making sure that they're carrying, they're sending me stuff, make sure they have their water, So I have a feeling I'm going to be buying cases of water more often. Or I mean, they have, like, remember when I got those bags in that place? They all had the water bottle thingies in them. And I was like, use that. This is your water bottle. You know what I mean? You guys all got one, so hello.
But because they're all the same, you need to put their name
on it, yeah. I'm having problems with the masks. It's horrible. I'm watching all the time, trying to make sure when we have masks and everything, because I mean masks are like socks to me. Have socks just be missing.
Mm-hmm.
Washing machine eat it up or whatever.
It's true.
It's just it's not there. It's like you got. And I have a hook on the door that I always say, okay, so like if you have it, all the clean masks are there, then you can just grab and go. And then they have their own, and they got their own holders and all this stuff. The friend we got those from, I told her I have to get some more. I think she's got another box of those masks. So you have those sets, you know? Because that's how I told her I'm going to have to get some more from you because I just, I said no.
We need them just because we can't never find them.
That's what I'm saying. And it's like, and then when you wash them, they get all crumply looking anyway. So you guys, it's like you got to iron the mask. You know? It's
what
crazy.
What are we doing today? Today's my iron day. What are we doing, mask?
That's crazy. So it's a lot, you know, but I wanted her to kind of show you about her journey because we used to do a lot of videos and tell you about how her journey was going and stuff.
But my journey is like really,
I think now you got to battle with it being too low.
My blood sugar,
yeah. Because you got it under control, but now
I'm just saying for the journey of my thing, my negative, my major negative, is knowing that I'm doing this and I don't feel like I lost any weight. That's my.
Well, I will have to say this. Okay, like I'm all in your business or anything, but I can tell you lost.
Really?
So, and because I have to sit next to you all the time, you know, I can tell. I can tell the difference. I can see the difference. And I know it's frustrating because when you're doing it like this and you're eating right, but you're eating good, it don't come off all fast. You know, we're older too. We're older women now, and stuff don't come off as fast as it used to. And so that's one thing they have to understand and pay attention to. So don't get frustrated, believe you me. Like I said, I had lost some weight just being around them, and I was still eating regular food, but I was eating this stuff too. And I had lost about 10, 11 pounds. I was happy. Well, I was not happy. But I'm nervous also too because I'm scared because of what I'm eating. And I'm going back up, and I don't want to go back up. I can't be doing that. I will say, and I don't know if it is, and I'm hoping, y'all. I'm like, you talking about pray, that it's a benefit from that, benefit from using my products as well, because I'm hoping that this is the main thing I'm worried about is our season is getting ready to change. And it's already starting, like, so we have that wide range of, you know, it's really cold in the morning and it warms up and then when the night just drops. This is going to be the test for me because of, you know, those type of things like that will agitate, you know, your arthritis and stuff like that. People's bodies are hurting, right? So I have been doing a lot better. For me, I would be normally, like say for instance, this after I'm done with this, I would go home. And I would just lay out. You know, I'm like, I'm tired. Like, it takes me a lot to do this stuff because my chronic illness would just be, But I have been able to do so much more. And I'm not having those, you know, bouts. Now, one thing I will say, I ate some ice cream. I ain't had ice cream in forever. That's why I'm going to try to find a substitute for milk. Like a real general substitute. You know what I mean?
I have a lot.
Yeah, well, that's the thing about it, but I want to make sure it's something that Ciroc can have too. And I know that he's been eating a lot. He's been eating this, and he ain't having no issues. I don't know what nut is in there, but whatever. He ate something we had the other day. I think there was something he had on the plate or something he tried.
Yes.
Was it that? and it had almonds in it. So I don't know what it is.
This old conversation just had some ice cream.
Yeah. And so I have this Blue Bunny ice cream, right? And it was so good, and I hadn't had it in forever. When I eat ice cream, it knocks me out for some reason. Like, knocks me out. I'm lactose intolerant. I ain't supposed to be having it. So,
Okay.
I just know. But
you're rocking those glasses, by the way. Loving it.
Oh, my glasses?
Loving it.
So yeah, so I was like, I hadn't had ice cream in so long, and then I was like, why am I knocked out on this couch? Like, what is going on? I'm sleeping hard. Like, I'm like, and then my body just felt like it couldn't do what it needed to do. Everything hurt when I said, this lets you know what you put in your body, you know, how it affects you, because I be hanging out here a lot, so I'm eating the stuff that they're eating, so I'm feeling okay. So normally I would be like messed up. Any little thing I do, then all of a sudden I have to take a little nap or this and that. But I'm not having to do that. So I'm hoping that this is kind of showing me this. Like I'm saying, I'm getting a little tidbit of the where they're living like this all the time, and I'm getting just a tidbit of it, and it's working and helping me. Imagine if I go all the way, and then also switch over to some kind of a dairy that I can eat or whatever. Drink like almond milk or cashew milk, whatever.
Pistachio milk.
But I even like the goat milk is expensive as I'll get out. Oh, that's the thing.
What's the difference from cow milk and goat milk?
Goat? I don't know.
My point.
I know it's more
not supposed to have
the milk from the animal, so that's probably. I just use the goat milk in my and keep using it in the soap because I love it in the soap. I tell you that. They say that if you have goat milk in your soap, y'all, that it will we put it on our bodies, that it will help you lose weight. So I'm hoping, because that's what I've been trying to do, is use that goat milk, because that's why I had found out that whole thing with the study about I don't know if it was a Mandarin woman, I think it was, or something. And they were bigger women, but they was noticing that their hands was all tiny because they were washing their hands every day. It was a ritual to wash their hands. It's like, why are my hands small? Well, my body big. And that's what it was. So I've been trying to find as much goat milk, like soap, as I can.
It's my mom's second try.
Oh, that's that cheesecake.
Vegan raspberry cheesecake.
Yeah, it looks really, 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 really good.
It looks good.
And
it's so funny because when you try, sometimes when you try to break down, it seems like the cooking, it's gonna be extra hard because you be like, and it's so soft.
Because it gets that moisture from the rest of it gets absorbed into it.
You know what kind of reminds me of? Pecan and praline candy.
Yeah.
We're able to think better. Who we eat better. Wait, let me just make sure that's what it says. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I get all the words. When we eat better, sodium and potassium ions don't allow neural synapses to fire unless they reach a certain threshold. Our diet can affect how we think. I agree.
And you're so right. And so what we did too.
I be thinking better now.
One thing I will say too that helped. And it's just so hard for me to say.
Oh Lord.
If you don't fry stuff as much.
Oh yeah.
Fried food's so good. Fried chicken so good. But we'll like a lot of times we'll go by, hey, we're just gonna bake. We're gonna bake this stuff. Air fryers are great as well, you guys. But when I got a big family, so I'm trying to make the big thing. Like last night, I told her I baked chicken thighs in the big pan, because I got 5 kids, and it's just, trying to.
She did 18 different meats and then be like, we ain't got no food. Because you cook 18 different meats a night. Who cooks that many meats? You eat one meat.
Well, last night it was that, and that was it. That was it. So I was like, because I ate that ice cream.
Don't worry, she gonna cook 18 million meats again.
I will probably. Well,
and ain't no problem, you do.
It's I don't know. I got these picky kids. And then it's weird because like they'll eat the meat, but then they don't. So this is how I feel. Like, 'cause when we bought the thighs,
Yeah.
I just need to take that bone out of there.
Mhm.
That's all I need to do, and then they'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, just take the bone out.
Cause I thought that when the bone time, mom used it.
Cause it was a great.
We cook one meat at our house.
Yeah. No, you don't.
Yes, we do.
No, cause mom has to eat the chicken.
That's only when we cook like beef or pork or something. If we all cook chicken or salmon or fish or anything like that, it's only one meat. And then it's easy when it's just mom, because you just get her one piece of meat on the side and call it that.
Yeah.
But
Or the chicken breast or something.
each one got a different. I don't like this. I like this. I don't like that.
Yeah, it's like one like onion. Don't.
And I don't know how she got like this. Well, she does this because she wasn't raised like this. So I don't know where she come from.
Yeah, I think for me, I'm trying to get the nutrients in the kids. You know what I'm saying? Like the vegetables and stuff, and the food, and the protein as well.
I can't wait till you try this.
If not, they will just be like eating pho, which I love the pho, or noodles.
When we were kids, we didn't have a choice. We ate what our parents gave us, and that was it.
That's true.
So we got nutrients regardless because we had to eat or we wasn't doing nothing.
Yeah, and that's the problem.
And we like to do stuff.
Yeah, I do.
Mm.
Yeah, we kids these days. And then I think too, like they said, the stuff they put in the foods these days, I think that's what caused the kids to be allergic to certain things. These are stuff that they're putting in the foods. Because I think too, like with Sirach's situation, it's hard because I don't think he's, I think he is at a point where he's not really allergic. He may be allergic to a particular nut, we just don't know what nut it is. But these other ones, it seem like almond, he's not, or, you know what I'm saying? Because he changed his life every time. And I be like, you just need to carry that everything, because I ain't trying to be living in the hospital with you, because you just want to be trying all the time. So it would be smart for him to do that, because he just be, oh, let me try that. Knowing that what they're eating, a lot of stuff is going to have nuts in it.
No. Because I'm not a nut fan. I'm not allergic to nuts, but I'm not a nut fan.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
it's not my favorite pastime.
When she's making the crust and stuff and things, she likes to use nuts.
Well,
that stuff you can't tell.
This crust is cookie.
Oh, she made a cookie this time?
That's what. Do you listen when people talk?
Yeah, but I thought she made it. I thought you made it basically saying like she made it like a cookie.
No, I said she made a cookie. It's gonna seem like it's hard to get through. Like, oh my God, it's gonna be hard and crunchy in your mouth, and then it's really soft. I just said it.
I did. I heard you, but I thought it was like a nut. There was a nut in it.
I said she did not use nut this time. She made a cookie.
I heard she didn't use nut. Or maybe because mom was so into using. She loves using.
I mean, the cheesecake got the cashew nuts in it, but not the crust. Right.
And that's what I'm saying too. You got the nut.
Yeah.
But
not everything you saying. A lot of stuff we don't. It's very rare. Even like when she makes cookies, she makes hers with nuts, mine without nuts. I don't like.
Yeah, you don't like the nuts in the cookies and stuff. You don't like them all.
I'm not a nut fan like that. Oh. But I'm like with Ciroc on some stuff. I don't know what he's allergic to and what breaks him out. But I don't never really believe it's nuts per se. It could be nuts with something mixture maybe with it. Because I remember when I was watching him when he was a baby, and I would forget. And he eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches every night, every day with the rest.
Well, I think with that last episode, I don't think it was a nut. I think what happened was.
Oh, I knew that wasn't a nut because usually you would break out right then and there.
Right. It just came up. What happened is it came back up when he threw up, and the acid had it in it, and that's what messed it all up. It was that acid coming back up, and if he would have carried it down, he'd be fine. Yeah. He would have been in the hospital.
But I'm just saying, when he ate the nut, and by the time he got to you, and then because he got sick at home, he was not sick here, so he got sick at home. But that's what I'm saying. But usually, if you have a nut allergy or any allergy, you have a flare up right when it happens. Like You know people who can just smell seafood and swell up.
Yeah.
You talking about he ate a nut at 5 o'clock and then he went home at 10, 11 o'clock the next day.
Yeah.
And that no.
Right.
No. And then he didn't even eat that much of it.
Right.
He just like, oh, okay, it's all right. And that was it.
It was just trying something, right?
Yeah, it wasn't like he ate nothing fully. So I knew it wasn't a nut allergy unless he had a nut at home or something. But because he don't really care for nuts. He don't care for peanut butter. Now, when he was a kid, he loved peanut butter because he ate peanut butter just time with all the kids all the time.
I don't know.
And then by the time you talk to me about it, it'd be like 3 weeks later.
I think he tortured them because he don't like it.
Huh?
I think he tortured them from eating them because he didn't like them.
Like what?
You know, I peanut butter. Every smell it, get mad. He got nasty. Now like.
When we tortured him, he loved it back then. He ate it all the time. And when I actually stopped doing it, when I could remember, he would cry. And I was getting something else, and he felt so I had to stop making peanut butter and jelly for all the kids because he felt left out.
And that's why I can't do something like that.
So now you don't like it. You know, nobody don't like it now, but I was like,
But I do believe, even with my little, like I said, she's on the full road.
I'm on the full road.
You know, I'm reaping benefits even for the little bit. So I know that it's doing good for them. We are busy. She keeps us busy a lot doing stuff that I know I wouldn't be physically. Before I was just not. I couldn't do. I would be really suffering. And I don't say I don't suffer. I still do suffer. Like when we be doing our stuff all day, we all sitting out there all day. I do. It's a lot. But it's not like it used to be.
How does it feel now because you had your tea with you?
Yeah, that's what I said. I said, the combination of this food, the combination of eating this way, and actually using my products. And I've been using my tincture every day too because I want to gird myself up from all the stuff that's going, because of the weather changing so much. I don't want to be like sick. Like at any moment of feeling like, or my sinuses are acting stupid or anything like that, boom, tincture time. So, and I know it's the nastiest thing. Oh man.
I don't know why she don't put labels on that tincture and put a name on it. Said the same tincture. There's a million kind of tincture on it. It says party alcohol, just call it a name. They don't need to have.
They didn't know what's in there.
Then put the ingredients in the bag.
Because they'd be allergic. Yeah, that's my thing. That's what I have to work on for me. Not that I'm saying that I'm jealous. Because Miss Stang got her stuff all looking all nice. That's what I have to work on my mind, is because I'm always not. That's what it was. I'd be trying to rely on my child. And my child ain't work on my stuff. It's too hard. He gotta work on her stuff, and I can't. It don't work.
You don't work on my stuff.
He don't work on your labels. He work on everything else, and I can't get him to do. I couldn't get him to do my labels or anything like that if I needed to. So
she keep putting the blame on me. Ain't got nothing to do with me.
Anyway,
he don't be working on my stuff that much. If that's the case, he would already be done, and we wouldn't be that. He wouldn't be on punishment stuff.
Anyway, no, he don't do nothing in mine. He wouldn't clean my house. We used to cleaning in yours and doing that. So what I'm saying is, I have to. That's one thing that has really been bothering me lately, and that's one thing I have to focus on. That's what I was talking about. We need to promote ourselves, we need marketing, things like that. But the look of the product is as important. Her product is really, really good. And they blessed me by, getting my logo done for my birthday this year. So I was really excited, and I love it. But I have to be more professional, like you're saying, making sure that people see the ingredients on the back, but not me writing it. I was okay when I was first starting and doing these little pop-up things, but now I have to just be more professional and put more of my money and time into that. Making sure that it just looks really good and people can read the ingredients and all that stuff in items, and especially in all the cheese and stuff. So, and then me actually putting my logo label on my tinctures and stuff like that. But
on everything.
yeah, and then that was the issue too because we were running out of ink and not enough money. It was just, but that was
But I
because we
told
were
you
planning
to
for
do
last
that,
time.
but nobody listens to me.
Oh yeah, but then of course, and he didn't let me know, and then until they went, oh, my daughter said, oh, look at that, that looks really nice, and that was because it was running out of ink. She thinking it's looking nice. I'm like, no, that's letting us know we're running out of ink.
That's what I've been trying to say. Is I tried to, I try to build everybody up because I don't want to just build me up. I want to build everybody up. But I also have to sometimes pull back too because I could get on people's nerves trying to build them up because they might not be ready to be pushed in that level. And just because I'm on a journey and I see what their product can be doesn't mean they see where their product can be or what it needs to be or how they need to do it. Because I be trying to do stuff and come up with ideas where your kids save you money. Because ink ain't no joke. When you have to pay for ink at the house, it's not no joke.
I just watched a whole video about how much of a scam it was.
What, ink?
I cost them 23 cents to make those.
This ain't no different from tennis shoes. It costs $3 to make a Nike, but everybody spend $100 and $200 on Nikes.
That's crazy.
But that's how they make their money.
Yeah, well,
It's not a scam.
that's
It's a business.
That's a real bad price gouging.
No, it's not a scam. That's business. Because there ain't nobody.
$56 and it's 23 cents.
$3 and people pay $150.
But it said the whole scam was, not a scam, but the whole gist of it is make the machine to where the machine's affordable. But then the ink you need to make the machine.
Exactly. That's how they make their money.
And they know that.
Everybody doesn't think about that.
And I said this right now.
You can play the games on your phone and all that, but if you want to continue to play, to buy more lives and all, that's business. Yeah, it's not a scam. It's business. When you know about the price, it hurts your feelings, but that's business. They got to make money to do what they doing, because they got to buy product. They got to buy all that stuff. Period. Think about it. It costs them that much, but think about how much they gotta buy to get it to that price. Cause you can't buy $100 worth to make it 33 cents.
Right. So
you gotta spend buku money.
Wow.
Cause that's one of the things that used to irritate me when we had our own business.
Can do buku. Those printer companies are already buku to where they can do that.
Okay. You make all the excuses that everybody want to make, but this is how it goes. Because we had a restaurant, and I tell you right now, the stuff that we bought compared to McDonald's, Burger King, Burgerville, Taco Time, Taco Bell, all them, our prices had to be more higher because we couldn't buy them both.
Right.
But if we could buy and spend $1 million a day or $1 million a week on product, then our stuff could be cheap and we can do a burger for $1 or, like McDonald's, and then we can do that. We can't do that because you have to have those funds. So even though they are a major company now and they're doing their thing, they're spending $1 million or $2 million or $5 million or $10 million a day to have their company running, to have all these different inks. And mind you, for black, that's $1 million. For red, that's another $1 million. To do the combination, then you gotta put the stuff in the tubes. So you gotta buy all those tubes, and you had to create the tube to work for the printers, and you had to buy all those. Then you gotta supply. You gotta pay for your workers
the electronic
and the building that's in there. So you talking about it's 33 cents for that, but the employees ain't 33 cents. The building don't cost 33 cents. The electricity doesn't cost 33 cents. All that is included too. It's not just what you paying for. You paying for this to be working, or it wouldn't be working. Or how you gonna have it if one person doing it? Cause we only charge $2.
What's the machine?
And you don't think the machine costs? They wouldn't have a machine if you only paying $2. You paying $56 to $60 to $100 because you're paying for the employees, you're paying for the machines, you're paying for the electricity, you're paying for the water bill, you're paying for everything that goes with it. And yes, it is $56, $60. Because again, I'm running this business. I don't want to be living in a shack because I want to make sure the people that are buying it is happy with paying $3 to $5, and they will complain about that too. So I might as well make it where I can live comfortable, my kids can live comfortable, and I can have passive income to do what I need to do. Ta-da. But yeah, it might cost that much to produce it, but it costs so much more for everything else. Think about minimum wage. We're one of the highest minimum wage people now. New York is. Then you have California, and there's some other states that are high minimum wage. Come on, baby, you don't understand. And then if I pay you $20 an hour to work for me, I'm actually paying you $40 an hour because I got to pay for the insurance. I got to pay for workman's comp. I got to pay for this. I got to pay for that. Then they charge me for this, and they charge me for that. And so it comes up to I'm paying you $20 an hour. I'm also paying another $20 to somebody else just to hire your behind. And y'all can complain and say 30. No, they're not ripping you out. They survive it. They survive it because it costs a lot of money to survive. And that's why I try to get people to understand. Even like when you go to our pop-up markets and all that. No, yes, our lip glosses is $10 and stuff like that. But you paying Mary Kay and all them the same price, and they buy way more supplies than we. We can only afford this amount because we don't have a company like that yet. We're not building up to that yet. And you can complain about how much my hot sauce is. You can complain about the teas. You can complain about all that costs money. And to tell you the truth, the price that we give you guys, we're not making any money. We're not making any profit. But because we're not doing the business correct way, we don't know that we're not making any money. We see a couple of dollars come in and we feel like we done did something. But in actuality, we ain't did jack. And that's the thing about business. You guys have to get in your head. You can go in there and do all the complaining, but it costs money. And when you go to these pop-up people, it costs money. Their time, a lot of people, when you get those expensive prices, it's because they're including their hours in there. Because I'm going to tell you right now, me and JoJo don't include our hours of work in there. So that's why it could be the price it is. But like there's some things I look at my products and say that's too expensive, and I know it's too expensive. And I look at JoJo's stuff and I can go, that's too expensive, I wouldn't pay for it. But it's not my business, so I can care less. And when it's my business, I'm like, well, that's the price now. I ain't changing it now, That's the price. Because it takes over for the prices that we don't overcharge for. So there might be some products that you overcharge for because it's covering the products that you don't overcharge for. And that's business. It's not a scam. It's not anything like that. It's business. And if you look at it as a person that's buying, you can go, oh my God, they're just taking advantage of us. Oh my goodness, that's just what they're doing to. But when you're a business owner, you be looking like, do you know how much it costs to run a business? You're tripping. They might have. I'm gonna tell you, when they first started doing ink, unless they already had millions of dollars, or had big old money coming in, family members that gave money and all that, they started off with a little amount. And it cost them, it killed them. And when they started making the money and everything went well with it, it worked just fine. But most companies like that already start with a lot of money because you had to have a printer. And so, you have these people, but it costs a lot of money. Like I said, I remember when my son said, oh yeah, Nike came in, they only pay us this much money. And we're paying this much. And I'm like, dang, it's a lot of money. Then, we had our own restaurant. And I said, I see. If you don't want to spend that much money, you got to buy in bulk. Like, you see these shoes for $150 to $200. You don't want to buy them there? Buy them in bulk. Buy them in bulk. You will not spend that much money. You'll probably spend $25 to $30. $25 to $50 maybe per shoe. Matter of fact, let's go down $10 to $25 to $50 maybe per shoe if you buy in bulk. And not no little bulk. Big bulk. You can. You can pass them out and resell them. But Yeah.
A lot of times people don't have the space to hold all that stuff.
That's when
That's
you get
the
a
thing,
warehouse.
and that costs money to have that.
That's when you get one of those storage sheds.
Yeah.
But you pay $100 a month. That's cheaper than buying a building.
Yeah, that's true.
You can buy you 2-3 storages and call. You can buy a big one. They call it that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, but that's the thing is, bulk is what it is. If you don't have money to buy bulk, like our herbs for the tea.
The wholesale as well. Right?
The tea.
Oh God.
You're making the tea. Oh my goodness, the tea. That's why I had to start doing mine. It was so funny because her friend came to the table and was saying, "You guys are putting too much tea in the bags." And I was like, "I know." So to buy the tea bag that's the right size is a little bit more expensive than buying the oversized tea bags. So I got some oversized tea bags. And Lydia that came up with an idea because I was like, this don't work. But I was like, I'd rather buy the little bags like I'm supposed to because that stretches out my tea so I can make way more bags than that. And I keep, like, when I make teas, I make it where it's a bulk. So I have enough for me to have at home, and then I have enough to always make more. And then when it gets low, now I know to have money set aside to buy the stuff. So like, every time I order something from the store, I'm ordering something for my teas because of that. Because I have to start thinking like that. I have to start thinking business-wise because I wasn't doing business-wise. And at business-wise, I was not doing it business-wise was breaking me more than doing it business-wise. As I said, I have to always analyze stuff. And it makes me, because I don't have any other form of income, it makes me hustle harder. And I like that.
And then adjust once you learn about what you need to do.
Yeah, I adjust and I hustle harder. Like I can withstand things that I normally couldn't withstand. So I'm figuring it out. So the only thing now is I'm hustling more, trying to get everything on the internet to hustle.
Exactly.
But my hardest problem is my house is rarely quiet to do the stuff that I want to do. But I'm gonna be figuring it out, y'all.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm gonna be getting it in there, but it's a learning process. But when
anything we do is a learning process, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's all because that's one, like I always said. I said this. It probably was a few weeks ago, and I was saying that there's really never been a time where we're not doing something. We got our hands into something, and that and it's always something. But I will say, I'm really proud of us this time because we're really consistent. We're really keeping it going. But the thing what happens is I think it makes me think of that saying, things happen for reason, season, or lifetime type thing. Because I'm always watching us ever changing. You're always doing something. Now, there's something that we always consistently still do. Like we're doing, we do our shows all the time. We still do our, podcasts or shows, whatever. But then we're always doing some kind of business type thing. But it changes a lot. Mm-hmm. Like when you first started, you was really, really heavily into the wrestling. When we first started doing business type stuff. And then, that's the hard part too. Is when you're multi-talented and you have your hands in everything, then it's like, well, what am I doing? I'm doing a whole bunch of stuff here. You know what I'm saying? So, she ended up doing a whole bunch of resin, but then she's so down on that. But she's taking off with the hot sauce and the seasoning and the cake in the cups. And then, all these other things she's got going on. It's like, whoa. Then boom, now people are like trying to find her for those things. And it's like I said, I know you ain't never going to get a break from the hot sauce. You ain't never. Because that's something that people just love all the time. It don't matter. And because yours has such flavor, it's just gonna be a constant. You're gonna always have to be making that. That's one thing. You just call yourself the hot sauce lady.
Ta-da!
She the hot sauce lady, y'all.
And it's so funny is because I don't use hot sauce.
I use hot sauce, yeah.
I'm not a hot sauce girl. But you challenge me on something and I go for it.
But like for me, like things have gone down, like not to gone down, slowed down for me in the sense of like before I was having, like I said, I don't know if it was because probably my lovely child, Ciroc, messing up all my little blenders and crap I got going on. That before I was having people want, but nobody's ordering sea moss, and it could be because of that. I don't know, but I noticed that would die down. To like nothing now.
Well, marketing either.
Yeah, because at first I was like, but I'm just saying even the ones that I have that are regulars, they're
But
not.
regulars even die down, and it has nothing
Mm-hmm.
to do with anything. They just die down. Just think about
Mm-hmm.
how much you love a crab and how you just slowly die down from the crab.
Mm-hmm.
But when you first was into it all the time, but
Mm-hmm.
you're not into it just as much.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why you constantly want to get new
Mm-hmm.
clients because of that, because you want to constantly do that. And that's why I try to say, even like with myself, is like when she said I don't do as much as resin because my high priority is the hot sauce and the seasoning.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the high priorities in the lemonade.
And then the high sellers too.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. That's my priority because it's the highest seller.
Yeah, it's the highest seller.
But so it's like now I know, like if I do my resins, I need to look at which ones are going to be a high commodity because if not, I'm just bringing a lot of resin with me and it's taking up room.
Yeah.
But and stuff like that, so I think about that, and like I have all these different things that go in my mind.
But it might because of the fact that now that it's to think about it, and for marketing and things like that. This is the time to start pulling that stuff out because holiday time is coming up, and so.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm going back to it and stuff, but it's like it's your choices of. Are you spending money on resin, or are you going to spend money on the products that are selling? Which one? Because resin costs a lot.
Right, but
this is again where that money goes.
That's what I say, yeah.
So if I got to spend money on hot sauce or resin, seasoning or resin, which one am I choosing? Is where you really have to go with this conversation because everything else is irrelevant.
Right.
So you have to know what you're choosing to do, and that's why resin kind of went to the wayside because I don't have extra money to buy it. And like I said, keep in mind, I don't have any other income. So this is the only money I make is when I go to the pop-up. So only dollar bills that I make is at the pop-ups or if I sell it on the side. So that's what I have to look at it totally different. And that's what I'm trying to tell people. You got to look at it different. I love doing resin, and but once the resin is gone, I can't take from this business to purchase this one, and if this one ain't making money, because if I do, then I gotta raise the price on this stuff so I can have fun over here.
Right.
And then y'all gonna be like that. She done raised it at hot sauce $20 now, the same size bottle, or she got a bigger bottle, but now it's $30. Like we don't know it's. You know why couldn't she charge $20? Because I'm over here trying to do resin. You don't care about those issues, so. Those are the things you gotta look at on it.
Well, because of the fact that they know that because you can do those type of things because of the fact that they like it and they're gonna come buy it. So even if you raise the price a little bit here or there, they're gonna still continue to purchase that particular item, like you said. Then you can use the extra to go ahead and buy that.
Yeah, but it's not selling that much for me to be raising the price.
Right.
Now, if I had millions, but it doesn't flow for me to raise the price.
Right.
Because then all that does is tell people no, they don't want to spend $10.
Right.
Because you can go any store and buy hot sauce for less than $10.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
even though my hot sauce is good. I've been using Tabasco, so I'll go back to using Tabasco. I'm sorry I was complaining Tabasco was $6, and I'm over here with this tiny bottle for $10. So you think about those things. But it costs me more money to make my hot sauce than it does for Tabasco to make theirs. Exactly. Or Red Hots to make theirs. You can probably get a big old jug. I know you can. For a cheaper price than what you can if I made a bottle that's 3 times bigger than the one. It's not even the size of the big jug. Because it costs me more money because I'm not buying in bulk like them. So, but and I can't, even though my hot sauce right now is a hot commodity, it ain't hot enough for somebody to be paying for the resin at this time. They're not doing that. So that is it. But I have been thinking of I'm doing holiday hot sauces where it be in a box. So I have 3 or 4 different things. I'm looking for boxes for that.
Like a holiday sampler, hot sauce sampler.
No, it's not a sampler. I get the size. I ain't getting no smaller size.
So it'll be like a gift set. That's good.
A different hot sauce. So you get a sweet, and then you get a so and so, and you get the so and so flavor and the so and so, and then that's what I'll be making. And then you can also buy those separately, and then you'll see. Oh, I might as well buy the box. And then I'll give you something else to go with it. But I'm working on those items because I know Christmas is coming up and Bazaars is coming up. And I want, to make some big green dollar bills. And I even though, because I that's my thing is, I give great ideas. I wonder if I could charge for that. Like, how could I charge for that? So I give great business ideas.
Consulting.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
It is. It's called just consulting.
Yeah, business consulting.
Okay. Because I get good ideas, but nobody uses them, so I'd rather pay. Yeah. I'd rather get paid, and then they don't use my ideas, and it's fine. Because I shall give my nephew 1,000,001 ideas so he can boost his business. Completely skyrocketed, but he won't do it. And so, and then he has the nerves, because I was saying I was doing something with one of my teas, and I said, this is what I'm going to do. He has the nerves to constantly tell me about, so are you going to do the such and such? Are you gonna? It's 2 people that tell me this, and these 2 people that tell me don't do nothing about theirs. I have a lady that tells me, I'm waiting for you to do that with your teas, and then I have my nephew on me about it, and I'm like, I don't even like making tea. Like, literally, y'all don't know, I don't like making teas at all. It's too stressful. I think it's because I don't have the knowledge of everything, and so when I research, I have to research to the fullest. And then I have to figure out how to do it. And then I got to try to find other ways to do it. And I like to find things that I know people don't really use in their teas. I want to use it in my tea, so I'm always looking for new things. He got the nerves, though. That's what he told me, though. He said it. And then she calls me all the time and goes, so, are you going to do this with the tea? I said, well, can I get the first thing done before you go add some more ideas to me? And no, don't, and I'm not telling you, it's not a bad idea that she gave me, but I ain't finished this idea yet. Because they like want it tomorrow. Like, oh, yeah, that was a good idea. I'm glad you thought about that. So tomorrow you going to have it? No. I'm still looking. I'm still looking and researching. Give me my time. But that's it, because I was like, I can't do y'all. But then when I give him ideas, he ain't did jack. And I tell you, I've been talking about this since April or May. I've giving them this idea. No, June. Gave him the idea in June. We are in September. And one time he got close to doing it, and then only did a half-ass job. That's what I get. That's what I get. Then he looks at me, my nephew, looks at me and then goes, you know what we should do? I don't know what we should do since we're not doing good on the stuff that we're doing. I don't know. You tell me what we should do. We should do a da-da-da channel. Oh, okay. And how long is it going to take us to do this? Because I'm ready. I can get the da-da-da down. Especially the way he got it format, I can get it down. Oh, when I come over today, we're going to get it down. I said, yeah, and now I'm singing every 5 seconds. My grandbaby, she don't shut up singing. I sing all the time because he got me ready. Now, he got me ready and he done stop thinking about it. I hate that. Don't give me an idea and tell me what I need to do, because then I'll be ready to do it. Like I be on them. Oh, there's
grandbaby's here. I knew it.
There's the grandbaby. There's a grandbaby in the house. Everybody say grandbaby in the house. And she doing her normal thing and crying. I think she probably just woke up. Please say she woke up. Tell me she had a good nap.
Well, yes,
and my son's gonna walk through the door.
Yep, he always does whenever we're
you don't know what I go through. Yeah, you know, JoJo goes through things at her house, but I go through things here.
Yeah.
You just hate.
No. This is, yeah. Everybody's doing that thing, and your mom was home too, so that.
So she shut the door.
Oh, I see, shut the door. Yeah, I know everybody.
My son's here. I think my husband came in. Derek, and my husband came in, went to the bathroom, and she's crying.
Yeah, it's his life taking. She all by herself.
I'm like, where the heck is my son?
That would be a nice question.
But if he's here,
there he is.
I'm not fighting it.
See how he just came in it? He said he just come in, no. I don't care if he's in the show or not. There you go. It never fails. But his child is screaming, and we're on the show, and she's screaming. And, okay.
She waving.
Yeah.
Well, good.
She said,
"Hi."
hi.
I take a shower. I was trying to put her down. She wanted to lay down. I'm not gonna lay on the couch. I'm not fight with her.
That's good.
Okay, good.
But if I don't make it down to one,
Has she taken a nap?
yes, when she hasn't taken.
That's what he said. He was saying he didn't want to on the couch because he was there, so he got to take a shower first. But she needs to sleep.
No, if I'm at 177 right now. If I don't make it down to 174, I'll be fighting the same dude I fought last time.
Oh God.
What time? Do you know what time now?
4 or 5 is when all the bouts start. I know that for a fact because the weigh-ins end at 5.
Same place?
No, it's at the Doubletree.
Oh, this is when they was talking about that. Okay.
That's all I do. But me and Dad are gonna head up there at 9. Get there at 9 so I can get in the line to weigh in earlier because
9 in the morning?
yeah, because last time, we got there early to weigh in the, be the first people weigh in, but they told me that the dude came in underweight, and I was over 10 pounds with him, and you can't be over 10 pounds with your opponent in amateur, so I had to drop down to 178 flat, and that's what my issue was last time, but, so we're going to get there earlier so I can rehydrate and eat more after I weigh in.
Is that you?
Okay.
Yeah.
And then after 9, then you leave?
Yeah, leave and go eat and then come back. That's a big thing. I thought it was smaller. Yeah, the next one they make is gonna be smaller.
It's pretty and sleepy. Huh. Now we're going to PlayStation 5.
Oh, yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, if I can charge my phone with that. And
No, she can't.
Oh, you can?
No,
I sure
she
can.
cannot.
Derek said I could charge my phone
She
with that.
cannot.
Don't listen to Derek, y'all. Don't listen to Derek.
You can't touch that.
Oh, I'm touching it.
I heard on the new new shooting games that they're coming out with that if
Did you change your diaper?
I was just training.
That would be
I just
enough.
changed your diaper.
I mean, did you change your diaper before you guys left or anything?
No, we were trying to hurry up and get her so I could take a shower and nap with her.
Yeah. Well, hurry up and take a shower so you can nap with her because I gotta leave in a few.
What you guys doing?
Picking up,
Why are you picking up Avi and there's a school bus? That makes absolutely zero sense to me.
I got on one school bus.
That makes absolutely zero sense to me. One of us on the school
Where's
bus.
our push?
No, I just got everything out the refrigerator. I'm like, gravy, with chip and dip. Here, you can use my little dip for your chip. Come on, Derek.
And then you call another one in going on too. What he did,
Yeah, we call it all day. Oh, see.
Yeah. I said I gave him live.
Okay, so we live in action. You got to see me and my family and see who happens.
And
all
I
the
always
time.
have to come over here.
Yeah.
So,
Well, ask her, can we go over her house and do it?
why would you? You have a house, a big house.
See, but I could go over there and do a live.
There's no reason to.
But I can.
Why? Why would you? Do you have a designated room to do this? She don't realize how she's privileged. She don't realize she's privileged. Privileged.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yes.
Say hi to everybody. Say
hi.
Now she ain't gonna look at y'all.
Say hi.
I say hi to the camera.
You see? Is that you? Is that you?
I'm gonna braid your hair today. Braids today.
Yeah, so you can't rip it out.
So
Baby,
this is what happens when you have grandbabies.
Yeah, and she has grandbabies.
Yeah.
This is what happens when she has grandbabies.
Yeah.
She had other grandbabies, but she don't see them with those.
I don't see them.
Right.
Hey, I can't do that. I spent a lot of time with my first grandbaby.
Yeah.
Me and him are close.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you have fun? You have fun seeing Daddy?
Sweet.
Yeah, Dada.
So she's talking to y'all about her daddy.
Yeah.
She got to watch him box. Did you box? And she tired.
She tired. She got tired watching him box.
Whew, sometimes she be boxing.
I can imagine.
He be putting it up on Facebook. I'm not a Facebook mama. I'm not a Facebook grandma. Me and her have a channel on my Instagram.
Yeah.
I don't do that good.
Yeah. I was looking at that too.
You're not getting it.
I was looking at that last night. Oh, the money.
I don't know what she's looking at. You want to do some finger painting? No. Yeah, that.
Yeah. That. You like it? That's
You know,
pretty.
she can say almost everything except grandma.
Yeah. I've noticed
She
that.
said yaya, mama, dada, papa. She says grandma.
And who's grandma?
Mom. She see grandma going, grandma. I was right there next to grandma.
Yeah,
Grandma.
that isn't. Well, glug.
No, I'm yaya,
Say
mama.
glug. It's kind of glug. It's kind of hard. Grand.
See,
Grandma.
I'm
Say
mama
grandma.
or yaya. And I'm like, I'm not your mama.
Mm-mm.
Because I'm the one that's going to be spoiling you, sending you back to your mama and your daddy. That's what I am. I'm just ready to send you back to your mama and your daddy. Huh.
Yeah.
This is the age that they pick and give you a whole bunch of names.
Yeah. Mama. The grandma. Say grandma.
She said, I ain't saying nothing.
Grandma.
I don't know what it is.
Because she
I
know
don't
you're
know.
not. No.
I am. I'm the glammy of the glam. So that's what too. You know, I like to talk about everything on here. I'm very open over here. So, my nephew, I was asking him what the new channel was going to call. And he said something like Love and Live Kids Channel or something like that. So I kind of want that. So I came up with an idea. And always, every time I come up with an idea, my nephew says no before thinking about it. So I always have to ask him questions. And I don't be doing it to be rebellious. I just be doing it because I need to know why he says it. Because a lot of times he says no, because it's his favorite word. I swear it's his favorite word. So I said, well, since we're writing a book called Grandma Duchess, we're doing a song called Grandma Duchess, why can't the show be called Grandma Duchess? No. So I was quiet for a minute.
Grandma Duchess Adventures.
And then I was like, can I ask why? So then he wanted to, because it's Grandma Duchess. We do got a song going. We got a book going. I said all that.
She said the Adventures of Grandma Duchess.
And then he said no. I'm just saying.
He just said it so fast.
He just said no. And then when I asked why, then it was like, even like today, we were talking about the link tree this morning. And he was like, you need to log in. And I was like, why? And then he was like, what you mean why? Like, that was a stupid question. And I was like, well, because you know all my information, so why do I need to log in? And he's just like quiet, like, how could you ask a stupid question? I said, well, because, you see? I said, well, because I don't have, if you have all my information, I mean, I need to log in when I need to log in or whatever. But if you have all my information and stuff and you're building the channel, the link tree, why do I have to log in? You can do it. I said, no, right. That's all I just want to know. And then he goes, that's true. You have all your information. You don't have to log in. So this is what I have to do all the time. All the time.
At least you don't have any dull moments in life. That's a good thing.
Because if it's not him, then I have one with Alize.
That shows the truth. That's what I said. There's no dull moments.
And then if I don't have them two.
This is
Glam baby for you.
Mm-hmm.
He needs a nap.
Mm-hmm. Are you trying to have my stuff? My naughty sauce? Naughty word sauce? There ain't no num-num on this plate. You know that. Nothing. There's no num-num. There's nothing. See? There's nothing there. Nothing. Can't give you
I had her hair
crumbs.
so cute, you guys.
What'd you do to your hair?
I don't know what we did to this.
Mm-hmm.
Say, I don't know. I just
Mm-hmm.
mess some stuff. I just do what I want to do. Because I'm one and I can.
So you guys, we just want to thank you for coming today. Want to make sure that you guys stay on it. I wanted to say quickly before we go off. Lydia had posed the challenge for all of us this month to write books. Showed us, gave us all the tools that we needed to do them, and I will have to say I'm actually starting to enjoy to do them, but I do need to learn how to actually create the content ones because I know those will probably take time to actually do and like because some of my stuff are loading up pictures from my kids that they've drawn and things like that. So I want to learn how to do all those things, but the books that she taught us how to do, there's just no reason why no one should be able to do that. Everybody should
find a way to do the cover page easier, y'all.
So
all for KDP, so you don't even have to use Canva at all. You just go right to KDP.
Very, very much.
Get your interior from BookBoat and then go right to KDP and call it a day.
It's really quick. And so yes, you guys, I want to encourage you guys to do that because they'll always tell you when you have a business, you need to write a book. You need to have a book. Those type of things, yes, but also just have to have something out there. So I just wanted to say that at first I was like, oh, this is just not going to work. To do no content, yes, easy. But I do want content as well. Now I'm going to have to try to make sure I incorporate that into my life. Making sure I'm having time to write and things like that. Those will be a little while, but I am really trying to learn because I'm a person basically going from not using a computer at all to using it, which I know I can. Once I get the gist of anything, I'm really good, but that's the thing about get back into the swing of things. So I will say, you guys, yes, you can do it because I'm doing it and it's easy and it's fun. I'll say it's fun, but I want to be able to I'll be excited when I'm able to produce and publish a content book. I will be excited about that. So yes, you guys can do it. You guys should do it. I want to let you guys know to make sure that you do that and just keep going no matter what. Just don't stop. Don't stop. And it's hard because there's a lot going on in the world and stuff like that. Oh, okay. Hey, don't you see yourself? Just see you? Oh, Lord.
Are you tearing up stuff?
Yes, she is.
Okay, what you
Well,
want?
we're going to be going. I want to make sure you guys pay attention to us on all the other platforms. Yay. And then check us out on Spreaker on Friday. We'll be there on 10:30. And then also make sure you check us out next Wednesday as well. We'll be back here. We'll be right back here next week. We're going to try to make sure we're consistent. So it's 12 o'clock today, right? So it'll be 12 o'clock from now on. Should be because we got our kiddos in school and stuff like that. So
and I'm going to try to do a recording with Joanne on Friday, showing how to do a content book. I'm going to give you 2 ways, but I'm going to show you basically. I just do one on Canva, unless I want to do more than one page. The only reason I do it on Canva is because I need my nephew Sarah to teach me how to convert the size page. I can do it on Google Docs, I guess, but to get the right size page. Hello. Hello. Hi.
Hello.
So my baby is happy. Yeah, all that screaming she did, look at it, she just happy.
Yeah.
We
Them
don't
lovely dimples. I
Yeah.
love dimples. I love it.
Yeah.
I love dimples.
So we're gonna go.
So you guys
The
have an
Glam
awesome
baby
day.
is happy now.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
now she's wanting to talk. She's on the table.
Yeah.
You gotta save her life before she fall off the table.
That's so the truth. But she only is for real. But we love you guys, and we will see you next
I wanna mess
week.
with that.
Same time, same place. Right here on the
Talk
Talk
It
It
Out
Out Show.
Say bye.
Bye.
Say bye.